The story of Queen Esther. In a time of shadows and golden decadence, the fate of an entire people rested not upon the edge of a sword, but within the courage of a secret. Deep within the fortified walls of Susa, the air was thick with cedarwood and the heavy silence of absolute power. King Ahasuerus, ruler of 127 provinces, sat upon a throne of ivory and gold. His word was law, his moods were policy, and his pride filled the palace like incense. When Queen Vashti defied his command before nobles and generals, her refusal shattered more than royal decorum. It exposed the fragility of unchecked authority. She was removed, her crown taken, and the empire learned a dangerous lesson. Favor could vanish in a moment.
The decree is sealed right now with haste. For the empire!
To fill the void, a decree swept across the empire. From every province, young women were gathered, lifted from obscurity, and delivered into the king's harem. Names were changed. Histories were erased. Beauty was refined, measured, prepared for a single night that would decide their worth. Among them was a young Jewish orphan named Hadassah, raised by her cousin Mordecai, a man of quiet faith and watchful wisdom. To the Persians, she was called Esther, star, though she shone without seeking to be seen. At Mordecai's council, she concealed her identity. In a court where difference could be fatal, silence was her shield. Within the harem, Esther did not strive.
He will notice me.
She listened.
Not if I can help it.
She learned. She carried herself with a grace untouched by desperation. And the keeper of the women, Haggai, noticed. Favor followed her like a shadow. When the night came for Esther to stand before the king, she asked for nothing beyond what was given. No excess, no spectacle. And yet, when Ahasuerus looked upon her, something deeper than desire stirred. Esther was crowned queen. But thrones do not end stories, they begin trials. At the king's gate sat Mordecai, faithful, observant, unnoticed. One day, he overheard a plot, two officers conspiring to assassinate the king. Mordecai sent word through Esther. The plot was exposed, the men executed, and the event recorded in the royal chronicles. Then it was forgotten, or so it seemed. Not long after, a man named Haman the Agagite rose to power, second only to the king. Proud, ruthless, and intoxicated by honor, he demanded reverence from all. All bowed, except Mordecai. His refusal was not arrogance, but conviction, and it ignited a hatred so vast, it could not be satisfied with one man's death. Haman sought annihilation. By casting lots he fixed a day, and secured the king's seal on a decree that condemned all Jews in the empire. Young and old, men, women, children. The order was law, unchangeable, sealed with the authority of Persia itself. Susa was thrown into confusion. Mourning filled the streets. Sackcloth replaced silk. Ashes stained the gates. Esther, clothed in royalty, remained unaware until Mordecai sent word. When she understood, fear rose like a tide. To approach the king uninvited was death unless he extended the golden scepter. She had not been summoned in 30 days. Silence now could preserve her life, but doom her people. Then Mordecai sent the words that would echo through eternity. Do not think that because you are in the king's house, you alone will escape. If you remain silent at this time, relief and deliverance will arise from another place, but you and your father's house will perish. And who knows whether you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this? The crown grew heavy. Esther chose courage. She called for a fast 3 days. No food, no water. Across the Jewish communities, prayers rose like smoke. And Esther prepared not for beauty, but for death. On the 3rd day, she stood before the king. The court held its breath. Ahasuerus saw her. The scepter extended. Life returned. Esther did not accuse. She did not rush. Wisdom guided her steps. She invited the king and Haman to a banquet, then another. Suspense tightened like a drawn bow. That night, the king could not sleep. The chronicles were read aloud, and there, forgotten ink resurfaced. Mordecai's loyalty. Unrewarded. Unhonored. At dawn, Haman entered, prepared to request Mordecai's execution on a gallows he had built himself. Instead, the king asked him how to honor a man the king delighted in. Haman, blinded by pride, described royal glory only to be commanded to bestow it upon Mordecai. Humiliation walked Haman through the streets. At the second banquet, Esther spoke. She revealed her people. She exposed the plot. She named Haman. The room froze. The king rose in fury. When he returned and saw Haman fallen upon Esther's couch, judgment fell swiftly. Haman was hanged on the very gallows he had prepared for Mordecai. Yet the decree remained. Persian law could not be revoked, but it could be answered. A new decree was issued. The Jews were permitted to defend themselves. When the appointed day arrived, mourning turned to victory. What was meant for destruction became deliverance. Fear fell upon their enemies. Joy filled the land. Mordecai was elevated. Esther's influence endured. And the festival of Purim was established to remember that hidden courage can overturn empires. God was never named in the scroll. Yet his fingerprints marked every moment. A queen who never sought power saved a people. A secret revealed at the right hour changed history. And a story written in shadows still shines with light.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.